Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caroline and today I have a little bit of an update of why I have disappeared for the past few months. So let's just get into that. Before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, like this video, share the video, and as always you can of course also go follow me on my Instagram that's also called The Art of Being Ill. So I know that it has been a long time since I have made a video and posted it on YouTube. I have not been up for it. I have not been feeling well, to be completely honest with you. I needed a break. I needed to find some balance in my life and I needed to find myself a little bit again. I've been depressed and anxious more than usual, and that has scared me to the core because the last time I felt this way I had a complete mental breakdown. And I'm pretty sure I probably would have had that again if it wasn't because I'm still on antidepressants. So it's been really, really rough, and I just wanted to be honest with you guys. You know, I'm not really doing okay. I'm not okay at the moment. I hope I will be, but I'm not sure. Maybe. Okay, that might need a little bit of an explanation. I don't know. Maybe you experience this as well, but for me personally, whenever I do get depressed, whenever I do get anxiety, it's often triggered by something. There's something that triggers my mind to go crazy, because that is what my mind is doing. My mind realizes something or remembers something, and then it just spirals out of control, thinking worst case scenarios. And that's what I've been doing. I've been spiraling out of control in my mind and you know, just being very negative about every outcome of the situation. I realized what triggered me was that it's like I remembered, I recalled, I realized, I don't really know, but suddenly I had this thought in my head that, wait a minute, in a little over a year, I'm supposed to be re-evaluated for my flex job. So for the ones of you who don't really know, I have a flex job. I work 16 hours a week, and you might not have this where you're from in Denmark. A flex job is something you can get if you have chronic illness and can't work a normal full-time job. It means that I work these 16 hours a week, and then I get paid for that by my employer, and then I get some disability on the side so that I can live. And I'm very grateful for it. I'm very much aware that it's far from everywhere in the world you can get something like that, but this has made me still have a purpose, get up in the morning, go to work, but also been able to have time to reset and relax and just gather myself so I don't overdo it and end up becoming more sick than I already am. And that's kind of also the point of the system. But when you're under 40, you get flex job for 5 years at a time. And then they have to reevaluate whether or not you you should continue. And I just realized that in the summer of 2027, my 5 years is up. And that means that in a little over a year, they're going to reevaluate me to see if I can keep having a flex job or if I'm not going to have a flex job. And that triggered my brain so damn much, because my first thought, I'm not, rational. My brain is not rational in these situations. So my brain was thinking, they're going to kick me out of the system and then I'm going to end up on the street, which is very unrealistic, ending up on the street, because first of all, I live in Denmark. We don't just throw people out on the street. I mean, even if I'm not in a flex job, there is some other type of social security I would probably get. Second of all, I do have family with resources, so it's not like I wouldn't have anywhere to go if I couldn't pay for my apartment. So, I mean, but my brain is still, and you probably, if you have anxiety or OCD or ADD, ADHD and all those things, you probably know this, right? The brain is like, but this is what's going to happen. You're going to die in the streets now, even if it's not realistic. And that's what's happening to me. And I've been so depressed and scared, and I've been physically in pain. Like, I've been physical pain over it because I'm so panicked about what's going to happen to me. I don't know what I would do. I know for myself that I cannot hold down a normal full-time job. Maybe I can for a very short amount of time. I'm sorry, my budgies are making noise in the background. So I know for myself that I cannot hold down a normal full-time job. Maybe for a very short amount of time, but then it would start to push my boundaries, my health boundaries, and I would start getting stressed, depressed, anxious, and then my bowel will start to kick in with my activity in my Crohn's, and then I will just end up right back where we started, on sick leave and you know, trying to figure out how to survive. So I don't know what I would do. My health has not been this stable since, I've never had this stable a health before I got my flex job. My flex job has made me, I'm still sick and it goes up and down, but it's more stable than it was before when I was struggling to keep up with the rest of the world. So it's been so good for my health. So I'm so scared of having one of the best things that ever happened to me as a chronically ill person taken away from me. And it's starting to affect me mentally and physically. And I'm scared. And I know with myself, I cannot be thinking about this for a year before I'm being reevaluated. Because I will just be miserable. And I'll probably get more and more sick. It will probably start to affect my health. Because in my mind, there is no good outcome of this. Nothing. So after feeling depressed for a little while and just anxious and I kind of got a little fed up. I was like, no, I'm not going to do this for a little over a year. I'm not going to walk around for the next year being scared of this evaluation. So what I decided to do was to book a meeting with my caseworker in the FlexJob system, because I want her to know how I feel, and I want to know exactly what's going to happen and how this works and what my odds are, because I need to know. Even if she tells me you will probably not get renewed your flex job, then at least I have a year and a half to figure it out, right, and fight the system or whatever I need to do. But I just need to hear her say what it is. I need to know, what does it mean to reevaluate me? What does that mean exactly? I know that it's probably something with, you know, doctors writing a little bit about if I'm still the same. And I am, because I'm, you know, nothing has changed for me. I still take the same meds in the same amount, and like nothing has really changed. So I know that's a thing. And I asked ChatGPT as well, and it's also something about if they think that it has worked for you to have a flex job. And I was really worried, because one of the things I was worried about is that because I have been very stable compared to before my flex job, I was like, oh my God, then they're going to say, now you're doing so much better, now you can do a normal job. I was like, oh my God, because that's not the case. I'm stable because of my flex job. You know, I wouldn't be stable if I wasn't in a flex job. But I realized after asking ChatGPT that the fact that I am stable means that it works, and that actually increases my chances of renewal. So that eased my mind a little bit, but I still need to hear a caseworker tell me this. I need to know for sure what's gonna happen. And I'm going in on Monday, 10th of November. I'm not quite sure when I'm gonna post this video, so maybe it's before, maybe it's after. And I am gonna try to prepare for this meeting. And I was also thinking that I have some ideas of how to handle the meeting, and I'm probably gonna do a video about that, so you can get some ideas if you need to have a meeting with your caseworker, so that, you know, you get out of the meeting what you really want. But I'm preparing for the meeting, and I know that I need to make it clear to her that this is not just me wanting knowledge. This is me being affected mentally and physically by the fear, because this is what my illness is about, right? This is what ADD, depression, and anxiety is about, right? And then because that's being affected, then my bowel is also being affected, and it's just like, go to hell. It's an evil circle I'm in right now, and I'm feeling like shit. So, so I'm going in on Monday, and I will make an update, of course, what she said, and probably do a video on how I handled the meeting, so you can get ideas. But I'm not okay. And it's Thursday, November 6th right now. So there's still a few days to go before the meeting. And I'm like, it's hard. It's hard to wait because I feel like I'm waiting for doomsday. I'm waiting for like my whole world to fall apart. And I'm not sure what to do if that's the case. So I'm scared, I'm sad, I don't feel like myself, and I don't really think I have anything more to say. I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on, why I'm not posting, and yeah, and I'll keep you posted on how things go with the meeting and everything, and I hope everything is going to be fine. I'm praying that everything is going to be fine, and I will keep you updated, of course. Yeah, but thank you for sticking around. I'm not okay at the moment, and that's okay. And I need to take care of myself, and I know all of you understand that. So, but don't forget that it's okay to set boundaries. It's okay to take care of yourself. It's okay not to be okay. And a last point maybe I want to make is if you are struggling with something, if there are something that worries you, and it is something you can do something about, then just go ahead and do it before it gets worse. Get clearance, figure it out if you can. But I hope all of you are doing really, really well, and I promise to keep you updated. Thank you so much for watching, and I will just see you next time, hopefully not that long, here on my channel, The Art of Being Ill.